Good morning and welcome back. It's now day 4 of the Pennine Way adventure and I've started at YHA Mankinholes, and the eventual end point for today is the independent hostel at Earby. So according to my calculations, it's going to be a 25-mile day with about 1,300 meters of ascent. So I'm on the way early. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. I'm fed, watered, showered, changed, all good. So it's going to be a long one, but we'll do it. I'm very glad I didn't save Stoodley Pike Monument for this morning because it's in the cloud. I'd also like to start the day off by saying a massive thank you to everyone who's watching the videos and commenting. As you can imagine, because I'm trying to walk and edit these videos at the same time, I haven't really got much time to respond to a lot of the comments, but thank you so much. It does mean a lot and it's going to be a good adventure. I couldn't upload last night in the youth hostel because the signal wasn't too strong, but that's only been going a few minutes and we're nearly there. This is day 3, about to go live. I've just rejoined the place where I left yesterday, and that 1.75 miles or whatever it was just seemed to breeze quite nicely. I've been just responding to a few messages and uploading the video and things like that, but yeah, it's all good. I did see one comment that made me laugh. It's been said before actually, about various places, but they remarked about my inaccurate pronunciation of local place names. Oops. Only thing I can say is that I ain't from round these parts, boy, so you better buckle up because there's going to be some errors. I know what's coming now. Craig, we've been speaking about this hill for a while. Hebden Bridge, the climb. It's going to be a good one. Hey girls, hey boys, superstar DJs. Here we go. Let's run, come on. This climb wasn't as steep as I remember it being, but isn't that the way? You know, when you revisit places, like when we've revisited the West Highland Way over the years, your memory, you tend to remember things being closer together, and also certain sections I remember as being a lot steeper or a lot tougher, like the section from Inversnaid Hotel along the side of Loch Lomond. First time it was a tough one, but the last 3 times we've been, it's been a breeze. It's about to get steeper though. We can see Stoodley Pike in the background now. Topped out of the climb out of the valley near Hebden Bridge, and it's not even 9:30. I'm heading down into Coldon Clough now, and then back out, then over, then back up again. It's like a roller coaster, today's route. Fingers crossed it won't be a roller coaster of emotions. It's all good at the minute. The legs are about to get scratched to bits. I'm just heading down to the river and there's a dude in his pants. I better put the camera away because he might think I'm some sort of strange voyeur. Looks like it's some other Pennine Way walkers just taking a dip. You probably see them behind me now. Not in focus, mind. Blue skies over there. Another short, sharp climb coming up. We're back on open moorland once again. And what a day to be alive. Ooh, that's welcome. I remember last time we got to this point, they were just beginning to lay this section of stone flagged path. It must have been a nightmare in places when the track, the Pennine Way, was first devised 50 odd years ago. Some of these moorland sections must have been a nightmare to cross. I know since I've been walking in the Peak District for the last like 15 or 16 years, they've done a lot of work on various areas to make the moors more passable. Some say it makes the moors a little bit more sterile, but you have to remember it's all about the conservation as well. I think relaxing by the river here would be the perfect place for second breakfast. That was a fantastic little stop there. Perfect little place for a sit down. And I just finished eating and Murray and Julie came down, so we've had another chat. We'll probably be leapfrogging each other over the next day or so. I think they've got some plans in the centre of the walk, so maybe tomorrow will be the last time that I see them. But yeah, lovely people. Great to meet you both again. I've now arrived at the Walshaw reservoirs. There's three, lower, middle and upper. We're about to climb over the moors once again, and we're heading up and over to Top Withens. This is a nice good climb out of the valley. Nice steady gradient, decent path. Yeah, feeling good. Just back there I met a gentleman called Alan, and he's got a very fluid plan. He's been camping and staying at various places along the way, but lovely chap. Recognised the accent straight away from Derbyshire, so he and I are flying the flag for Derbyshire on this one. We're now arriving at Top Withens, aka Wuthering Heights. Beautiful view from here. We camped in the boggy last time. We slept there last time. I've had a nice spot of lunch at Wuthering Heights, Top Withens, with Murray and Julie, and I just recorded a bit of an Instagram story for my daughter. When we were in the Alps a few years ago, we were driving up to the resort that we were staying at, and it took so long up these winding roads, and we got Kate Bush on the stereo of the car just singing like fools, so had to record that seeing as we were at Wuthering Heights. Beautiful up on the moors this afternoon. It's quite a long climb up from pond and reservoir. It just seemed to keep going, but it wasn't too steep, so it was quite enjoyable. I'm guessing we're around about 16 or 17 miles in, so still a good at least 9 miles to go, I'd imagine, but plenty of daylight left. Head torches if need be, but I'm guessing we'll probably be at the youth hostel about 7ish. There's a small boggy section here. This is what it's like without the stone path. Just as my feet were starting to dry out as well. Oh, I'm just going to go for it. No point worrying. We'll have 2 miles worth of squelching now. 2.5. Bog, stone path, Oh yes. I think I can see Pennigent, Whernside and Ingleborough there. The Yorkshire Three Peaks. I'm so pleased to be able to see the Yorkshire Dales. It kind of marks the end of the Peak District-esque area for me. It'd be nice to get back into limestone country and experience that for a while. There are various like segments that I've got in my mind that I want to just achieve, and that's getting to the Yorkshire Dales is the first one. I can tick off the Gritstone Moorland. We've got some submerged flagstone path now. Oh, it's well and truly gone there. Wow, never mind. The day's still going well. The path coming off the moor there down to the road at Earnshaw, I think that's how you pronounce it, was very boggy indeed, so it's quite slow going. So when I get a little bit further on here, I'm going to find a nice space, or nice place rather, for lunch. Speaking to my Canadian friends again, but we were joined by a gentleman called Robert, who's doing some recce for the Spine Challenge. He's doing the Fusion, which is the summer version of the race along the Pennine Way. So good luck there. I'll be looking out for you. I'll be dot watching, as they say. Lisa, are these Beltex or Texels? This'll do. Take the weight off the legs for a moment. 5 miles to go, we're 20 miles in, and still feeling quite good actually. Not only did Lisa make me sandwiches yesterday, she's brought the king of biscuits, the best biscuits undeniably on planet Earth. 5 miles to go. We're doing well. I polished off half a packet of those hobnobs whilst replying to some online correspondence. But what an evening. Feel good, going good. I feel like I could run the last 5, to be honest. It's a Mark Knopfler sort of afternoon. That's a hot tub with a view. Well, cold tub. I'm going to go on record saying one of my top 3 tracks of all time is Tunnel of Love by Dire Straits off the Alchemy Live album. Amazing. What a messy bog this is. I'm going to wash my feet in the river at the bottom, definitely. There's nothing else for it. I'm going to have to go for it. Absolutely ditched. That bit just back there was terrible. I seem to remember it being horrible as well last time. I didn't enjoy this little section. We're okay today though, we're alright. We're heading down to Lothersdale now, and once we get down to the bottom, it's one climb over the top and we're almost there. Quite picturesque little village. And here we are, the final climb of the day. You know the score, touch the trig. The Yorkshire Dales to the north are looking stunning. Still feel quite good. I think it's about a mile down the hill now to the hostel, but I've made quite good time, to be honest. It's about 6:30 now. Set off, you'll probably be able to tell me, I think I told you this morning, just after 8 o'clock I think. But yeah, it's not too bad. Do you know what? I think we'll run the last mile. We'll see how far we get. It's a bit tricky with this bag on. I sound like I've got a maraca on my back or something like that. Not very conducive to filming running, is it? The style stopped play. I'll walk the rest of the bit. Did about a mile, just under a mile of running. you know what, since the earlier in the year when I've been training to do like my 10k that I was doing and trying to get into trail running, it's set me up well for this, I hope. I don't want to get too cocky, says the guy that's running at like mile 24. Yeah, feeling good. Okay, so maybe it's 26 miles, not 25 today. A few hundred yards and we'll be there. What a day, it's been fantastic. Here we are at Earby Hostel. Very impressed so far. I've got quite a big video to edit today. Luckily tomorrow's only 11 miles, so I might be able to do it a bit in the morning before I leave, or maybe in the afternoon and do 2 videos in one day. We'll see how we go. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.